paper, scissors, rock. Today we are going to disprove a rule in a commonly played game. Namely, that paper covers rock. Perhaps, in the game paper covers rock, but let's see how these natural opponents fare in the real world. With the help of my assistant we will demonstrate this fact. Do you have a $20 bill I can borrow for this experiment?
I sure do. Here you go.
Thank you. Now this piece of paper is commonly referred to as money. More specifically dollars. In this case $20. Do you also have a $1 bill I can borrow?
Yes.
Let us compare these two items. It is apparent that they both are the same size, weight and contain roughly the same amount of ink. In fact, we could say their only difference is the way the ink was printed on the paper. Yet we value these seemingly similar objects very differently. Specifically, we value the $20 bill exactly 20 times more than the $1 bill. But why? Furthermore, why is paper valuable at all? You might also make note that both bills identify themselves as Federal Reserve notes. Now, let's suppose I wanted to buy something that was priced at $10. In our daily transactions we'd understand that we would use our $20 bill here and receive another similar looking bill with $10 written on it. We understand that we only want to use half of the value in the $20 bill. Why not cut the $20 into two equal pieces and pay with one half and retain the other? Clearly, we find this concept absurd, but why? Why isn't half of a piece of paper with $20 written on it worth half its value? Would you accept my half of a $20 bill as payment for a $10 item?
No.
Why not?
Because I need the whole bill in order to use it. No one accepts bills that are cut in half.
Okay. Let me present to you another option. Here I have 1 ounce of silver. Street value for purchasing a single ounce of silver is around $20. For the purposes of this example let's suppose that the market value of an ounce of silver is worth $20. Thus, a half ounce of silver would be worth about $10. Would you accept half an ounce of silver for a $10 item?
Yes.
How is this different than when I offered you half of a $20 bill?
The silver has value.
Did the $20 have value?
Yes.
Where does the value of the $20 bill come from?
The government.
Where does the value of the silver come from?
Silver has value because it's silver.
Exactly. Silver has value at any size, shape, weight, is easily divisible and easily transferable into dollars if desired. Half of a $20 bill was not worth anything, because no one would accept it in that condition, because the $20 bill has no intrinsic value.
So, is my money worth anything?
The bill itself has very little intrinsic value, if any. It is worth something, so long as people believe it is worth something, and accept as payment for goods and services.
Why do people believe it has value?
Historically it did have value. Money originated in the market in various forms of easily divisible commodities, based on weight throughout the world. Governments around the world took over the production of money saying they would protect its value and ensure its authenticity and quality, to protect the people from counterfeiters. Gold was used as money for international trade and payment of debts to foreign countries. Unfortunately, governments around the world became the counterfeiters. When it became unpopular to tax, or the government simply needed more money, the governments would debase the currency by replacing part of the original commodity, gold or silver for example, with a commodity of lesser intrinsic value, while retaining the same face value. This is known as inflation. The supply of money was being inflated, and the value of each individual dollar was lessened. This continued over the years and we experienced heavy inflation to fund wars. By 1971, then-President Nixon ended the gold standard, thus removing any commodity backing from the currency, leaving us holding nothing but paper. Paper which no longer represents anything. You used to be able to trade in your paper dollars for the real money. The gold or silver. The paper money was meant as a convenience, like your debit card or credit card is today. Paper as a commodity is not very valuable, because it is so plentiful and renewable. Gold and silver, on the other hand, are metals that exist in a limited amount, and it is their scarcity and utility that give them value. And this, my friend, is why rock beats paper.